Dear students, today we will see the session about binary operations in data frame. We will be seeing binary operations in data frame. The way how we can perform the what is binary operation? So how we can perform with data frames. Binary operations mean operations requiring two values to perform, and these values are picked element wise. Binary operations means operations requiring two values to perform, and these values are picked element wise. In a binary operation, the data from the two data frames are aligned on the basis of their row and column indexes. In binary operation, the data from the two data frames are aligned on the basis of their row and column indexes, and for the matching row column index, the given operation is performed, and for the non-matching row column, non-values is stored in the result, just as the way data alignment happens in series object. In series object, which we saw when we performed operations, arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and all. So non-matching indexes were given non-values. Okay, only matched indexes were calculated the result. So you can say that like series objects, data is aligned in two data frames. The data is aligned on the basis of matching row column indexes. The arithmetic operations result as a NaN for non-matching indexes. Non-matching indexes, arithmetic result is NaN value. This comes under NumPy model. In order to understand binary operations on data frames, consider the following data frames. So there are some example data frames which you can create on those data frames which will be able to perform an operation. So to understand that operations, we will be taking examples like df1, df2, df3, df4, which means data frame 1, data frame 2, data frame 3, data frame 4, on which we shall perform various binary operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So first we will see how we can perform an addition. Okay, so for that we will create the four data frames objects. Yes, we will be creating four data frames object. For that you must import the two modules, import pandas as pd and import numpy as numpy, alias names pd and np. Okay, and array1 equal to np dot array of 1 2 3 and 4 5 6 and 7 8 9, which means three rows which will take. Okay, 3 by 3 matrix format, which you can see, and df1 equal to pd dot data frame of array object comma the data equal to array object comma column labels a b c, which you need to specify. Column labels, column headers a b c. So once after creation of data frame object, if you print that, you will get the output. Okay, same manner df2, as usual, import the pandas module, numpy module, and array2 equal to np dot array of 10 comma 20 comma 30, 40 comma 50 comma 60, 70 comma 80 comma 90. Three different rows, and create the data frame df2 equal to pd dot data frame of array2 object name, array object which we created, and columns headers as usual abc. Okay, then print the object. Yes, you can print the object. Output you will see. So row label indexes, default indexes will take 0 1 2, and column headers which we specified, that is abc column labels. Okay, same way df3 array3 object equal to np dot array of 100 comma 200 comma 300, 400 comma 500 comma 600, which is two rows. Now this particular data frame which contains, create the data frame df3 equal to pd dot data frame of array3 comma columns as usual headers abc. You can print the data frame object 3. Same way array4 equal to np dot array of 1000 comma 2000 comma, so 4000 comma 5000 comma 7000 comma 8000, df4 equal to pd dot data frame of array4 columns as usual a and b. So two columns, three rows. Now data frame 4 which we create now. So these are the four data frames which we create. Then we can perform on these data frames binary addition operation. Binary addition binary operation using normal plus operator or by using functions like add and or add. Okay, so these are the three ways which you can perform addition operation using general plus sign or plus operator, and then using add and using or add. Okay, so reverse addition which we call it as. So you can perform add binary operation on two data frames objects using either plus operator or using add function as per syntax df1 dot add of df2, which means df1 plus df2. The statement which you execute df1 dot add of df2, which is nothing but data frame 1 plus data frame 2, that is addition operation which takes place, or by using or add function, that is reverse add as per syntax df1 dot r add of df2, which means df2 plus df1, data frame object 2 plus data frame object 1. So reverse addition which takes place, or add function. Now these are the three ways which you can perform operation. Then we will see whatever four objects which we created, data frame objects, we will execute on that. df1 plus df2, so which will perform the addition and then which will result. It will perform the addition and then which will result the value. Okay. Same way df1 dot add of df2, so which will perform the addition again df1 plus df2 and which will result. You will see general addition and add function which gives you same result, as an addition. Same way df1 dot or add of df2, so which will also give you the same result which it was given, add function as well as normal addition which we performed. All three cases which you will get result is same. If same indexes which you have and same number of columns, you will see output also same output for all three different types of operation which you perform. So that's why note C plus and df dot add and df dot r add produces same result. All three statements which will produce same result as an output. Okay, same way another objects which we can do, another two objects df1 plus data frame 1 and data frame 3, between these two data frames which we will perform addition operation. So earlier which we perform data frame 1, data frame object 1 and data frame object 2, and now we will perform data frame object 1 and data frame object 3. So on this case, which you can see the way how we will be able to get the data. Okay, so data frame 1 is having 3 rows and data frame 3 is having only 2 rows of data. When you look at your actual data frame data, then you will be able to see. Okay, so once you perform normal addition, yes, you will get the output such a way that normal addition. And here, so in a column, if not matching index, if it found, which will return non value, okay, so you can see all three cases there is no third row for data frame object 3, that's why that third row you can see non value. Okay, same way df1 dot add of df3, which you can perform an operation, here also will get same way output non matching indexes which you will see as an output non value. Same way df1 dot r add of df3, so here also which you will see third row is non values because there is no third row of in data frame object 3. So note, see non values for non matching indexes but some calculated for matching values after data alignment. You can look at now. So all three operations which we perform now, objects between data frame 1 and 3. So matching indexes were calculated the result and non-matching indexes it were specified, was mentioned non values as an output. You can see all three cases again here Same result which you will see normal addition by using add function, by using reverse addition function. All three cases which you will see same output. Okay. Now we will take another two objects which you want to perform addition operation, that is df1 plus data frame object 1 and data frame object 4. So again here, so data frame object 1 is 3 rows and 3 columns, and data frame object 4, so which contains 3 rows and 2 columns, which means there is no third column for data frame object 4, and in this case non values will be printed. And now earlier example which we performed an operation data frame object 1 and data frame object 3, so if you look at the results which it was displayed float values, because in a column if any non-matching index is found while calculating the result, and non value will be taken place once the non value which won't come under integer data type, which comes under float data type, which comes under float data type. If it found such a way that non-matching indexes, in that case automatically integer data type will be upgraded to float data type, because non-value comes in Python programming, so under numpy, that is which represented as float value. By default data type is float value. That's why integer will be upgraded automatically floating point number. That is the reason which we saw floating values when we calculated objects between data frame 1 and 3. Now 1 and 4 which you can calculate, you can see the output. So third column it doesn't matches with data frame object 1, that's why you will see as an output complete column non values. Okay, same way which you can see by using add function df1 dot add of df4, which you can see again here also same result which we got normal addition between two objects, and C column which becomes non values. So now, so again here df1 dot reverse addition of df4, again you will get here non values, complete C column. So here only one particular column, only one value, if any one non-matching index found, non-value will be taken. In that case float value will be upgraded. If it is all the values, if not matches in that particular column, you will see non-values, but it will not be converted as float. As usual, if it is integer data, integer only you will get as an output. Only one particular value among that particular column, except one value remaining all are calculated. In that case only you will see non-value. Okay. So note you can see non-values for non-matching indexes, but some calculated for matching values after data alignment. So df.add and df.radd work identically if the data types in aligned cells are the same. Aligned cells are the same data type and which will be calculated identically, and which you will see the result as same for all three different types of statements which we use to perform binary addition among two data frame objects. So here important point which you need to know, that is carefully notice the results which we saw when we calculated data frame 1 and 3 objects and their data types. You will notice that the results of data frame 1 plus data frame 3 have the sum values displayed as float numbers. Do you know why? The reason behind it is that whenever any column of a data frame has an AND value in it, then its type is automatically changed to floating point, because in Python integer types cannot store non values. Thus, to accommodate the non values, the data type of a column is automatically upgraded from integer to floating point. Hence, you can see that a column having some numbers as well as non values has a floating point representation, having floating point representation. Now we will execute this practically. We will execute the practically. First import the modules. Both the modules you must import here when you want to perform binary operations. Import the NumPy module also, NumPy as np, then create the data frame objects. Then same way we will create the all the objects and finally we will print the data. Okay, so data frame 1 which we created, now we will create the data frame 2. Data frame 2 will create, yes. Now we'll create the data frame 3. Now we'll create data frame 3 is created now. Same way we'll create the data frame 4 also. Data frame 4 also will create. Yes, we created the all 4 data frames. You can print it. df1, df2, df3, df4. You can see all the 4 data types which we created. Data frame objects, 4 objects, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now which we want to perform an operation df1 and df2, between df1 and df2. df1 plus df2. Yes, you can see the operation. So 1 and 2 values, one is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2 is having 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So what happens here? 10 plus 1, 11 you will see. Then 40 plus 4, 44. 70 plus 7, 77. First column, A column. Same way B column which you can see. 20 plus 2, 22. Then 50 plus 5, 55. 80 plus 8, 88. Same way C column when you take it as C. So 30 plus 3, 33. 60 plus 6, 66. 90 plus 9, 99. The sum of normal sum of df1 and df2. Same way, when you apply the functions df1 dot add of df2, yes. See, on this case also you got the same result as an output which it calculated. Same way, df1 reverse addition or add, which means df2. So here add function which will be added, the statement is equivalent to df1 plus df2, whereas this statement is equivalent to, which is reverse addition, means df2 plus df1, the addition operation which takes here. So df2 plus df1. Now all three different statements which we use the logic, but we got the output same result. We got the output same result. Same way which you can perform between df1 and df3. df1 plus df3. You can see now not matching indexes, non-values. Okay, because df3 doesn't have the third row, which you can see clearly that df3 is having only df3 is having only 2 rows of data. This is the df3 object information which it contains. only 2 rows, and df1 which contains 3 rows and 3 columns. Here df3 is 2 rows and 3 columns. That's the reason. So this particular row doesn't matches with df3. So that is the reason which we got non-values, non-matching indexes. Same way, df1 dot add of df3. So here also we'll see same manner. Then again another type of statement, df1 dot reverse addition or add of df3 or add of df3. So you can see now all these three different types of operations between these two objects, output which you can see, same manner, same result which we got as an output, all three different statements. And here in a column, if any one of the cell which contains non-value, non-matching index, and remaining all other cells are calculated in that particular point of view, so the data will be converted to, if it is lower data type, which will be converted automatically to upgraded data type, that is floating point numbers, because non-value comes under floating point numbers in Python programming. So integer, it won't be able to store non-values. That is the reason display of the output is a float value, decimal value, which you can see clearly, zero point 0. Now same manner which we work with df1 and df2, df1 plus df4. Now 1 and 2 which we perform, then 1 and 3 which we perform, now 1 and 4. Yes, df1 dot add of df4. You can see again same way, df1 dot reverse addition of df4. Now also you can see on all these two objects, three different statements which you can do, so you'll get the same output. You get the same output clearly, which you can see the way how it was executed. Matching indexes calculated the result, non-matching indexes which displayed non-values, which stores the non-value. This non-value comes under NumPy module. It comes under NumPy module. Same way which you want to perform 2 and 4, yes, you can perform. So 2 and 4, df2 dot add of df4. Same way, df2 reverse addition of df4. You can see now data frame objects 2 and 4. Between these two data frames which we performed binary addition by using normal addition, plus operator, by using add function, by using reverse addition function. All these three cases again which we got same result. We got same result. So it means when you perform binary addition between two objects, data frame objects, and matched indexes which will get same result as an output, non-matching indexes which will store non-values as an output, non-values as an output. Okay, same way which you can perform others also, that is 2 and 3, yes, plus df3, df2 dot add of df3. You can see df2 dot reverse addition or add of df3. Now again between these two data frame objects which you can see as an output, which you can see as an output, same result which we got. Okay, now same thing we will execute through the script file. Okay, so at least between two objects, how you can perform these operations, normal addition, and by using add function, by using reverse addition function, how we'll be able to create an application Python script file. Yes, we can create that, we will execute that the way how we can able to execute. Let's see. go to file, open, we'll create the application, so which already it was created. I'll just show you the file. You can see now, so imported two modules, pandas as well as numpy, and which we created the four data frame objects df1, df2, df3 and df4. You can see clearly the four objects which we created and column headers which we specified ABC, df1, df2 and same way df3. This information they haven't given, they gave only the format, output format of the individual objects. But if you want to execute as a program, you must create such a way that you must import them both the modules. This they haven't specified in textbook. So once you know the concept, then you are able to understand how you can create a data frame. Then these are the steps which you need to follow to perform those operations. Same way df4 object which it is created, and printing all four objects df1, df2, df3, df4. These are printing the objects which we created, printing the objects which we created, and then which we perform here an operation, which we perform an operation. Let's see here, print addition of df1 plus df2, then print the df1 plus df2, then addition of df1 dot add of df2, then print df1 dot add of df2, then addition of df1 dot or reverse addition of df2, then do that such a way that once you complete the typing an application, just go to file menu, click save as, file name dot py, choose the accessible location of compiler, that is Python interpreter, then save it. Once you save the application, then go to run menu, click the run module. See, everything done. 1, 2, 3, 4 objects are printed which we created. Then operation between df1, df2, df1, df2. Yes, only df2 which you are performing an operation. Then you can remaining, you can keep it in comment so that you will be able to view the output. So now we are performing only between 1 and 2 objects, then you can put it this in comment. Same way here 3 and 4. Yes, save application, whatever you make changes, then click run module. You can see now so data frame 1 and data frame 2 and whatever operations which we perform, all three cases reverse addition, df2 plus df1, that is or add function, which means first which takes the df2 value plus df1 value. 10 plus 1 11, then 40 plus 4 44, and 70 plus 7 77. Same way 20 plus 2 22, like that which calculates. Whereas this addition function, add function, first df1 which means 1 plus 10 11, then 4 plus 40 44, 7 plus 70 77. Same way another column 2 plus 20 22, 5 plus 50 55, 8 plus 80 88, 3 plus 30 33, 6 plus 60 66, 9 plus 90, 93. That is how this works. df1 plus df2 add function, whereas OR add function df2 plus df1. Okay. Now same way you can make changes now again within our application which we made comment. Just remove that now and put it on 2 and 1. Now put it comment 2 and 1. Remove the, yeah, between 3 and 4 which will perform. Let's see. Such a way that you need to make use. Okay. Now in this case 3 and 4. You need to make changes here. 3, 4. Same way 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3. Save your application. Go to run. Click run module. Let me see. Yes. You can see again. So 3 data, object 3 data and object 4 data, and some of that which you can see all the cases, the way how it's executed. Like that binary addition which you can perform 3 different ways and given any 2 data frame objects, that also it should be same data type, but these binary operations can be performed integer values, float values, but you can't perform on string values binary operations. You can't perform string values binary operations. So I think now between these, among those 4 objects which we created, like that you can create the data frame objects and you can store the data, array data, and you can perform binary addition operation, normal plus operator by using add function, by using reverse addition function. So we'll continue another operation next class, that is subtraction, how we can perform between 2 data frames. So thank you. We'll continue the another class.